Hey, great evening, everybody. Thank you for being here. As you can see on the screen, hopefully,
Lee.
we've got John Kletlinger. We're going to try to interview him again, just like we did last show, but hopefully it's going to be a little bit smoother this time. So let us know if you can hear everything. But I wanted you all to get to know one another. And as we do that, as I introduce John, who I've known for many years, I want to be able to light the incense, give you great blessings, and to help you fulfill and live your intention. That's the name of the show tonight. So, John, I'm going to turn it over to you. Please take over.
Take over.
Hello, Chris.
Hello, John. So tell me, how long have you known each other? How did we meet? Tell us what you do.
Well, first of all, good evening, Chris and Ken, and thanks for having me here. I really appreciate it, and it's always good to be here to join your show. You and I have known each other for a long time. You know, some part of my memory says 15 years, some says 20, so whatever that might be. But it's been a great friendship, and we've had a lot of fun. Some of the experiences that we've had have been pretty phenomenal, and they've not only brought messages, brought lessons, brought wisdom over the years. The best part is the friendship, but just to kind of give you some ideas of the things that I've experienced, you know, we at one point we had this retreat, and a group of us went to Sedona, and I'm telling you, it was a magical experience because none of us had ever physically met before, and it didn't feel like that. We all just clicked so well. We all interacted so well, and we were all there to support ourselves as we were, for lack of a better word, cleaning out the closet, because all of us over the years, you know, I'm 66 years old, and, you know, we've created a lot of interesting things in our closet, and some of it we just want to get rid of, but we just don't know how. And that weekend was a great weekend for that. And everybody shared experiences. They processed their experiences. And we all walked away with a bigger smile on our face than we did when we got there. One of the other experiences I had with Chris, and it was on the show. He would pull my card and he started talking, and then he said, you know, there's a lady, she's walking through a field and she's carrying a rose and she has a message for you. So Chris passed that message through to me, and there was no doubt in my mind that it was my mother, because my mom's middle name is Rose, and the message was very similar to something that I would expect from her. And that was a very good experience. It was just, you know, what else can you say? You know, when your parents have passed and they're still trying to communicate indirectly, and we have somebody like Chris to come by and be a part of that for us. That was just phenomenal. The other thing Chris has done for me over the years is he introduced me to his mentor, Barb, because I had some pretty significant experiences and traumas that I didn't realize were hanging on. And it was the experience that I had with Barb's expertise, as well as Chris, that helped me process all of that and helped me kind of put it away so it didn't come back and, for a lack of a better word, haunt me over the years. And I got rid of a lot of really good bad stuff. So being Chris's friend is huge to begin with, but the fact that he has these gifts that he can help all of us and help us, you know, process the things that we need to be better people and to really understand some of the things that we're experiencing that we wouldn't have already known. So, Chris, thank you for being here. Thank you for allowing me to be here. And I hope everybody had a great weekend and a great week to come.
Thanks so much, John.
John,
You are the
you are
best.
the best.
And John is up in
John is up in
Wyoming right
Wyoming
now.
right
He
now. He
sells
sells
land.
land.
And
And
so if any of you are looking to move or buy property, he's the guy to see.
He's an amazing guy.
Okay.
Thank you,
Thanks
Chris.
so much for being here. So we'd like to start having each of you on here just to interview, to get to know people, for people to see you. They can get to know you if you like. Just instant message me or text me,
Instant message me or
however you want.
text me. Instant message me or
So hopefully you're not hearing any echo right now. It's all good. One of the things I wanted to talk about tonight was your intention. And a lot of times the intention we set is it for our best and highest. It's not really appropriate to set an intention for someone else. But it is absolutely great to set an intention for you. And then let go of the expectation about how that intention is coming about or needs to come about. And a lot of times, as this intention becomes to fruition, all of the things, all of the stuff, all of the belief systems are going to drop off, or they need to drop off. And that's one of the things with intention. So I hope each of you have come onto the show. And if you haven't, think about what an intention for you is. Joy, peace, health, wealth, happiness, whatever it is. It can be just one word, and we'll pull a card in accord with that intention and help move that energy. Because let's say your intention is joy. Well, naturally, you're a joyous creature. But as John was saying earlier, I love his expression about removing really good bad stuff. I'm going to use that, John. Use really good bad stuff. Because all of that bad stuff can be really good because it shaped us to who we are. But now it's a matter of letting it go, and then that allows our attention to rise higher or faster. Or it's like we're removing a piece of concrete over a sprouting plant. You remove the concrete and the plant can grow even faster. Not that it's not going to grow maybe around the concrete, it just may take longer. So let's move some energy tonight, okay? All right, so who's on first?
Great, Laurel.
Okay, hey Laurel. Oh, you know what? First, let's do the group card. Because the group card is truly profound. It was perfect for the intention tonight. So it's the Merkaba or Merkaba. You say Merkaba, I say Merkaba. Tomato, tomato. But the point is that this is it's like in the form of a star tetrahedron. It's an energy field that naturally surrounds each of our bodies. And this is being able to activate this energy field and activate this light field around us to create this intention, because we're actually bodies of light. And spiritually, it's acknowledging this light body. And one of the exercises you can do is place a hand on the heart, place a hand on the pelvic bone, and just start chanting Merkaba, Merkaba, Merkaba. And it activates, just those sounds activates the light body. Now, why would you do that? Because it's raising your vibration. And it helps you to remain in that state of ascension. Now, the state of ascension may not be obvious. Laurel, so I was going to pull a card for you, but I'm going to go back to that time when you went to Colorado from Texas and that elevation really affected you, right? But sometimes this ascension is step by step, and we don't necessarily recognize these steps. Think about climbing a staircase. If you take one step, you don't necessarily see any difference around you or any difference in the distance. But when you climb 100 steps, boom, all of a sudden you see further. So that's this activating the Merkaba. Okay. Now, I'm not talking about ascension in the form of you leaving this dimension. That's not what I'm talking about. Or leaving this incarnation. It's about finding harmony within it. That's what ascension really is being more harmonious and noticing. Like a step is where things used to bug you and now they don't. Or you used to get upset about things, now you don't. That's ascension. And that's the Merkaba, okay? So it's important for you to be aware of the information, right? The energy, the downloads that you're receiving, because this is all supporting your expansion. So notice what you know now. Notice how you behave now as opposed to how you used to behave. Notice what's opening up for you. Okay, that's the group card. Great blessings to you all. And that Merkaba will support your intention. All right. So, Laurel's first. All right, here we go, Laurel. And if you want to share your intention tonight, just type it in the chat room, and you don't have to. Okay, you absolutely don't have to.
I like Marilyn Pitt's intention already. She says she wants to be able to focus, be more aligned and grounded.
So Marilyn Pitts, like Kenan just said, he said, Marilyn, your intention is to be able to focus, to be more aligned and grounded. If you could make note of that, we'll remember that. Thank you. So my dear Laurel, are you willing to let go of any doubt that you're on the correct path? Let go of any doubt that you're on the best path for you. Are you willing to accept that you've gotten straight A's in the lessons that life has given you? And that your compass is always true north. Simply focus on your intention, free of how it's going to come about. Allow the universe to do its magic. Because you are the universe. So Laurel, are you willing to be open to more? Are you willing to be more aware that you're on the correct path for your intention? And are you willing to let go of any belief system that you've lost your way? You know, it's like a few weeks ago when I saw money coming in, and you actually came across more money and you got a raise. This is trusting the divine direction. That this is a confirmation that you're on the correct path and your intention will be met. So thank you for being the first one on the show. because this is indication that all of our intentions are met. Okay, who's next?
Honestly, it's Diana, your sister.
Okay, Diney. Let's pull one for John first, because he was actually on the show first.
That's what I was gonna say.
Okay,
Who's gonna go
let's
on?
do John first, and then Diane will get to you, because John was on the show first. So, this is soulmate coming in. This is companionship coming in, John. So, are you willing to let go of either or? Well, if I have a companion, I either have a companion or I give up my solitude or my privacy or my alone time. Because you do really well when you get away. It helps to clear your head. And so, any dichotomy that you're experiencing, are you willing to let go of that? That you can have both. You can have a great companion who's not always up in your business, nor do you have to be up in their business. That you can have both. You can have solitude and companionship. Best of both worlds. This is the intention that's coming through. The way will show itself. And I will say this to you, everyone on the show, the way will show itself. Let go of time constraints. Because when you're going, well, it's not happening yet, well, it's not happening yet, it's not happening yet, that's a signal to the universe to make it not happen yet, because that's what you're putting out there. It's happening right now. It's all happening. The abundance, the focus, Marilyn Pitts. The has anyone else said any of their attention?
There you go.
Okay.
Diane said to be love.
Okay. So, and Diane, your so John, I hope that helped. So, Diane, you already are that. And any projections that are put upon you by others does not make them wrong or bad. It's simply a projection. If you watch a bad movie, a movie is a projection. A movie comes from a projector. And it's not a bad or good movie. It's just maybe a movie that you don't necessarily like. So you walk out on it. You are already love. But the greatest love you can be is being loving to yourself. Because any non-love projected on you is simply your own projection of the outer world of not loving yourself. Did I make that? Did I say that? How did I?
Close enough.
Close enough. Kenan says close enough. So in other words, if you're not experiencing love from the outside world, go, wait a minute, where can I love myself more? Because the reflection is still showing that I have work to do with love. So this is the love, okay? And this is the moonlight. It's quieting the mind. Quiet the mind. Stop the trains from going through. In other words, just if a thought comes through like a train, just let it go. Let it go. Let it just go. Don't stop the train and kind of dwell on what that thought is. Okay, who's next?
Mindy.
Hey, Mindy. Melinda Binda Bofinda. Okay. And commitment. So did Melinda put down her intention?
Not yet.
Okay. So, Melinda, anywhere where others have not lived up to a commitment, parents, partners, children, and there's that judgment of them not having lived up to a commitment, are you willing to let that go and recommit to yourself? Anywhere where, again, this is like Diane, similar to Diane, where people will only commit to you to the extent that you commit to yourself. This is a very challenging, it can be very challenging for a lot of people to put themselves first. It kind of goes sometimes against society or the way that we're taught. But it can be really ingrained. And this is increasing your value in yourself. So in other words, people go on diets and failed diets and to support the non-commitment in themselves. It's not about the diet, it's about the commitment. It's about committing to just being there every day, being healthy, wealthy, wise, and anywhere where you have believed you failed in a commitment to yourself or to others, are you willing to let go of that right now? That's going to clean out quite a, oh my gosh, okay, you're already moving big chunks of that. Good girl. All right, great. And I'll ask any of you on the show, anywhere where you feel like you've not committed or not lived up to others' projections of commitment from you to them, are you willing to let go of that? And break this cycle of commitment to others, but first put the commitment on yourself first. Be committed to yourself. Woo! Good one. Okay, who's next?
Hannah De La Vega is next.
Okay, Hannah. And your intention So this is the field of dreams, Hannah. So your thoughts, your feelings, your beliefs are always engaging the field of pure potential. Can you bring up Hannah's intention? I saw what it was.
Yeah, she wants to create and hold space for abundance.
So you want to create and hold space for abundance. All right. So let me have you define, Hannah, what abundance is. And are you very specific? For instance, people go, my intention is abundance. My intention is abundance. And all of a sudden, on their social media feed is Kim Kardashian doing abundance. Well, your intention was met. Get it? Abundance. My point is be very specific. So, how much time are you? Like today, I went to a motorhome, an RV motorhome show, just to look around and take some pictures. And go, oh, that's only $100,000. Wow, that's really cool. Took pictures of it. These amazing motorhomes, these vans. Spend time, like Jim Carrey used to sit outside. He wrote himself a check for was it $10 million? Yeah, he wrote himself a check for $10 million within 5 years. Very specific. And he would sit outside these Hollywood homes up in Beverly Hills and go, that's my house. And just absolutely focus it, okay? This is harnessing the field of potential and then surrounding yourself with people that have this intention. Okay. Who's next?
Very good. It's Austin and Lindsay.
Austin? Hey, Lindsay. Hey, Austin. And do they have an intention yet?
Not yet.
Okay. Okay. So, Austin, you're a nice guy. But let's say you're planning a romantic dinner with a potential partner, and it's at 6:00, and you've got the candles, you've got the roses, you've got the dinner all made, and at about 5:15, your whole family shows up, the neighbors show up, and like you don't want to be unkind. And they actually even come in and they see a place setting for two. They see the roses and the candles and the wine, and they don't leave. Anywhere, Austin, that you're inviting unexpected visitors or when I looked at that, unexplained visitors. Are you willing to clear those out now and be free of the need to be nice? That it's okay for you to get what you want. It's okay to be, what's the word? Intense. Like if it takes you to go, I have some plans here, it's time for you to leave now, and they don't understand, that's their problem, not yours. So anywhere where you have these outside influences that they're unconscious, I'm not telling you that they're conscious, but these are outside influences coming in. This is going to be about committing to yourself first, and be free of escaping through work, alcohol. People do this all the time. Medication. It's like getting back more to you and standing up for you more and getting what it is you want. Okay, hope that helped. All right, and Lindsay? Okay. Lindsay, are you willing to let yourself off the timer? So let me relate it to women that they get afraid of the biological clock where, oh my gosh, I should have children by now. I should be here by now. I should have this by now. But I'm using the illustration of biological clock. But it's like letting go, because this woman has a clock on her heart. So this is moving back into you becoming a shapeshifter and letting go of all these expectations that you've put on yourself from others. They're not even your expectations. This is absolutely you being you. And anytime you hear yourself going, I have to, I should, I could have, cancel, clear, delete. Cancel, clear, delete. This will help you set your intention for a higher level of understanding. I love this card. It's the magical shapeshifter. Surround yourself with pink. I don't know why pink is so important, but pink will help you manifest your intentions. I got a text today from someone I read for 5 years ago. And I said, I won't use her name, but I said, I'll just use her initial, J. I said, why are you wearing this big ankh? And you're wearing white robes and you're in Egypt. I don't know. Single mom, 3 kids. She texted me. She goes, I was in Egypt. I was going through an initiation in one of the pyramids, wearing an ankh, and it flashed on me what you'd said to me 5 years earlier. So let go of the time constraints. I didn't even remember telling her that, but she wanted to let me know that actually everything that I had told her actually came true. She was another one, single mom, 3 kids, hairdresser, that I said, oh my gosh, you're going to Italy. And literally 8 months later, she was in Italy because she'd won this hairdressing contest. Anyway, and she was teaching Italians how to do hair. She had a fabulous time. But Nothing is impossible, Lindsay. Okay, here we go.
There you go. Abby and Marilyn are next.
Okay, Abby, Maryland. Do they have Do they have an intention?
Not yet.
Okay. Okay. All right, my dear Marilyn. This is the number 9. You're coming to a completion. There's no place like home. There's no place like home. I'm hearing Dorothy say, there's no place like home. There's no place like home. And she's tapping her ruby slippers, the heels together 3 times. Because it's something that she had on her for the whole movie. And she always had the ability to go home, but she just came to the realization that she had the power to create whatever she wanted because she's got the ruby slippers. Now, Austin, I'm not saying that you look good in ruby slippers, but everybody's got ruby slippers. It's Hannah, Diane, Lindsay, Mindy, everybody that on the show, you've got your ruby slippers. This is you coming into your power. And an awareness of expanding your home. The home is it can be the place we live in, but when you expand the boundaries, this dimension, this universe, all of it is our home. So this is your expansion of understanding and being more at home in the universe. And anywhere, it's so like Beauty and the Beast. When Belle goes into the castle of the Beast, the teapot and the other dishes tell Belle, "Oh no, don't go into that wing of the castle," because they knew that's where the Beast lived. But Belle went in anyway. This is you coming to a realization of going into places that are going to be beneficial for you that you might have been afraid of before, or not afraid, wary of, and looking at it. Okay, my dear Abby. And Abby, do we have your intention? So Abby, I know your intention was to have a pet elephant, and you're going to get it. All right. My point of that is there is no wish too big for the universe. There is no demand, there is no intention too big for the universe. Open your eyes. You're not one of the blind men trying to describe an elephant. But all your life, you've had parts of the elephant. In other words, was a time in your life where you're just trying to describe the elephant because you're holding its tail and it's like a rope. It's like a snake, right? Or it's like a rope. And then there was a time in your life where you're holding the elephant's trunk and it's like a snake. The ears are like big fans. Whatever it is, the legs are like trees. These are the pieces coming together for you to go, oh my God, that's been an elephant. There have been ways for you to reach your intention all along. There have been pieces like puzzle. You're creating it. You've already created it. It's just coming to the realization of it. And that's what this card is about. Boom. Realization. You have it. Now bring me a herd of elephants. Okay. Who's next?
Lori, Mag Miracles.
Hey, Lori. Okay. So, Lori, nobody in my family had ever gone to college. I didn't think I was smart enough. I didn't think I could afford it. Blah, 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 blah. And I didn't start going to college till I was in my 50s. And I went through and got my master's degree all the way through. So, anywhere where you've been told that you're not smart, are you willing to forgive that person and know that they were full of BS? That was again a projection that had nothing to do with you. Does she have an intention? Did she write?
Lori does not yet.
Okay, Lori does not. Okay. Or that. So my mom inadvertently put down higher education because she only maybe made, I think she only went to like 6th or 8th grade. And so in her mind, she would bring other people down to go, well, education is it's just a waste of time. And those are do-gooders and they're blah, blah, blah. Be free of putting anyone else down because of how you were raised. This is elevating your being and praising what other people have and who they are, finding the good in them, because that feeds who you are, and it helps you to grow and tells you how smart you are. Because you're very intelligent. Okay, good job. Who's next?
Very good, Marilyn Pitts.
Hey, Marilyn.
Her intention is to be able to
Focus. So, Marilyn, my dear, bless you with the intention of focus, and every one of you that are on the show right now, sending you this amazing energy of life and reaching your intention and knowing you have it. It's there. It's manifesting. It's creating right now. Anywhere, Marilyn, that other people have taught you how to think or how things should be, are you willing to let go of that and focus on what it is you want? Focus how important you are. Focus on having your needs met first. I'm going to go back. This is kind of the theme of the show. Focus on you. I know you're really, really focused on Larry, but to the extent that you can take care of Larry is the extent you can take care of yourself. And you know this with nurses, you know this with the medical field, if people are exceedingly tired, if they've worked several shifts, they can easily make a mistake. and give people wrong medication, a wrong IV. You know that. So I'm preaching to the choir here. It's important for you to take care of you first. The focus will come. It's absolutely going to come. And you are the leader. So it's important, to, like I always tell people, to go for 2 or 3, and I know we've talked about this too, if you're going to a doctor, go for 2 or 3 opinions. And then be aware and trust sometimes what the doctor says, and sometimes go, wait a minute, what's my intuition telling me? So trust your intuition as well. Okay, so what's that?
She just said that she's been exhausted.
Yeah, you've just been exhausted. Yeah. So just rest. You're fine, girl. You're fine. Okay.
Ashley, I see this up next on Facebook.
Ashley?
Yeah.
Okay. Ashley, thank you for pulling this card. I got chills. Slow and steady wins the race. It would be a really, really sad world if all the snails came down on themselves for being too slow. Well, and a snail says, well, I should be able to outrun a bird. Come on. No. Are you willing to let go of judging your nature, or judging that things should have worked out a different way, or that things are moving too slow? They're moving. They're moving. The time-space thing, Ashley, I'll remind you, it's an illusion. It's happening. It's moving. That's why I love the slow and steady card, because it's a fairy in a snail shell. And in a fairy, it flits back and forth. But I love this image because it's letting go of any judgment that things aren't moving fast enough, or they're moving too slow. Are you willing to let go of that and trust that you're manifesting it? Trust that everything that happens is in your favor. Einstein said, you either believe nothing is a miracle, or you believe everything is a miracle. What would you rather believe, Ashley? Right? Okay, here we go.
Very good. It's Geo and Cat.
Geo and Cat. Okay, Geo, Bobo, Geo. Okay. You are number 1, Geo. You are whole, and you have everything you need within you. You're absolutely whole, and you have everything you need within you. Anywhere where you've bought into what others have said, that you're imperfect, or you're sinful, or you're not enough, or that there's something wrong, are you willing to let go of that now. Any societal, any religious, any familial lack or wrongness about you. And are you willing to let go of reacting to past conditioning? That's what's leaving right now, Jared. That's what's leaving right now. And are you willing to let go of the perception of limitation? This is huge. There are huge openings up here for you. And step into it. Keep going. Keep doing it. Regardless of restrictions and limitations put upon you in the past, are you willing to safely and easily break through those concepts and those projections? And this is reclaiming any woundedness. Like, not just reclaiming it, but oh, it's also cosmetic surgery. Oh my God, this is really great. So you're in the right field. You're definitely, as a doctor, you're in the right field with this, with reconstructing bones. I don't know what this is. I'll have to call you on this one, but because you're in that medical field, I'm not sure what this is, but it has something to do with that. Okay, and Kat. So I was watching this video today, Kat, and it was this gentleman who, kind of hiked the same trail or hiked it, every year. And it looked like it was in Colorado somewhere, but he was showing this whole new stream that was bubbling up that had never been there the year before. It was just this beautiful spring that just came out of nowhere. Anywhere where you believe it's not happening, and I'm going to say this to everybody, anywhere where any of you believe it's not happening or it's not happening fast enough, are you willing to let go of that, or that there's an impossibility to it? Are you willing to let go of that? I mean, this is about your intention, right? Anywhere that your intention isn't happening, or it's not happening fast enough, or it's impossible, are you willing to let go of that and trust that the universe can create a spring anywhere, even in the driest of deserts? This is an unlimited universe. It's an endless universe. And any time that there's doubt, the universe goes, okay, well, we'll just give her more things to doubt about. This is dynamic. This is happening. And it's retraining your brain. This is new energy coming in. Okay, who's next?
Giles is on the show, or you can go for Karen Hill, whose mentor actually passed away 19 days ago.
Oh my gosh. Well,
Yeah.
Karen, I'm so sorry you lost someone. You're gonna love this, Karen. Look at this card, you guys. We're toward the end of the show, right?
There's one more.
Karen, you got the card called Intention. So the mentor, this is an owl, and this is an egg. there's always going to be mentors. They they're still with you, but in a different form. It's one of the reasons they passed away. Because they don't really, I don't like the term pass away. It's almost like an evolution. It's like they evolved. There is an evolution. There is a change. But the owl leaves behind an egg. And your job, Karen, is to surpass your mentor. That's the purpose of the students, is to surpass their teachers. Step into that. Now become that. Okay, and Giles?
Rick Mackey is new on the show.
Okay, and we'll do Rick Mackey. Okay, so we're doing Giles next?
Yep. Giles
Okay,
and Rick.
so Giles, yeah, you're going to be with Dee soon enough. Dee's like, Giles, come on. This is life. Come to life now. Be here. Be now. It's like wanting to go to a movie and missing all the great television on TV. That's the way she's like talking like this to you, Giles. This is learning to come to life now. So it's like people say to me, I'll go, they'll go, I really hate Arizona. The people are so mean here. And then 5 years later, they've moved to New York. I call them up and go, hey, how's New York? Oh, I hate it here. All the people are so mean here. It may not be the people. It may not be where you live. It's coming to life now. Here is where the lesson is. Stay present. Stay out of the future. Because you want to be the best you are now in your full mind and presence and body, so that when we do cross over, we're absolutely present. We're right there, then and now. Okay, so stay present. All right, Rick. Thanks for being on the show for the first time. Rick, the answer lies within, not without. So this is the Ghostlands. Put a bowl of salt under your bed. It will help you focus. It will help keep lower energies off you at night or coming to visit. You're very, you're aware, you have some really good gifts and capabilities, but I don't, for instance, I don't go to graveyards. I don't watch ghost hunters. I don't go to hospitals. Because okay, so here's the way I view it, and it's not wrong or bad. I'm telling you where it is. Is if I know that there are gangsters and hoodlums and criminals that live in a certain part of Phoenix, I'm not going to drive through that area at midnight to go, I really want to see a hoodlum. I'd love to see a criminal. No, because I know they exist, and I'm not going down there. I know that ghosts exist. I know that spirits exist. I'm not going to go search them out. So this is bringing your energy back to you to create your intention and what it is you want in your life. So bring this energy back into you. Okay, hopefully that was helpful. All right, do we have everybody?
Yeah.
Hopefully I've got everybody. If we don't, just say something in the chat. Okay. I want to again thank John for being on the show. If you've been on the show for a while, I'd like people to get to know you. So, any of you that have been on the show for a few months, let me know if you'd like to be interviewed. We'll try to. We'd have to usually do a practice session about 30 minutes before the show just to make sure you can get on Zoom, make sure that it works on our end. And we're still working out the kinks, so just be patient. But we'd love to hear from you. And I know eventually we'll get to everybody, but bring it back in. Thank you all. Great blessings to you. And here's to reaching your intention and knowing that it's there. Thank you so much. Great blessings. We'll see you tomorrow night.